Michael B. Jordan isn't just portraying kings on screen, he's living in a world built for them. Today, we step beyond the cameras to view Jordan differently, not simply as an actor, but as a man operating within a carefully crafted empire. From gated, glass-walled mansions where sunlight pours across marble interiors and silence replaces spectacle, to the elite machines he glides through the city in. The Ferrari 812 Superfast, Aston Martin DB11, and the commanding Cadillac Escalade, to a financial standing nearing $45 million. Every detail reflects luxury. So, before we step inside the homes, the lifestyle, and the empire, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell, because this story is just getting started. Michael Bakari Jordan was born in 1987 in Santa Ana, California. His mother worked as a high school counselor. His father ran a catering business. From an early age, he watched effort come before reward, discipline come before comfort, and patience come before progress. Nothing was handed out. Everything was built. Before blockbuster films, before the authority he carries today, he was simply another young actor trying to break into an industry that owes nothing to talent alone. He modeled for brands like Toys R Us, stood in front of cameras before he fully understood what influence meant, and took whatever small opportunities came his way. Early acting roles were brief and unglamorous. Minor lines, background appearances, long stretches of uncertainty with no guarantees attached. Then came The Wire. Then Friday Night Lights. He still wasn't famous, but people felt something when he appeared on screen. There was an intensity in his presence, a focus that made silence feel intentional rather than empty. Even so, Hollywood didn't rush to elevate him. There were no shortcuts. Every step forward had to be earned. Everything changed in 2013. Fruitvale Station wasn't just another role. It was a moment of recalibration. Michael didn't simply portray Oscar Grant. He carried the weight of a real life, a real tragedy, and a real human story into the spotlight. From that point on, he stopped chasing opportunities and started selecting momentum. Then came Creed. Preparing to become Adonis Creed wasn't about aesthetics or surface-level transformation. It was about adopting discipline at a level that reshaped his identity. The isolation, the routines, the repetition. He didn't just play a fighter, he lived the mentality. Creed didn't merely revive a legendary franchise. It repositioned Michael Jordan as a force capable of carrying global narratives on his shoulders. The film exploded worldwide, and with it, his status changed permanently. And then came Black Panther. As Eric Killmonger, Jordan delivered a performance that transcended blockbuster expectations. Intelligent, emotionally layered, dangerous, and magnetic. The film crossed $1 billion globally, but more importantly, it elevated him into a different category entirely. An actor who could dominate mainstream cinema without sacrificing depth or credibility. This wasn't just stardom. This was authority. By the time Creed 3 entered production, Michael B. Jordan made a move that many actors hesitate to attempt. He didn't just return to the role. He stepped behind the camera, taking control of the entire vision. Where others crumble under that pressure, he executed with precision. In that moment, actor became architect, and talent evolved into ownership. By 2026, his net worth sits comfortably between $40 and $45 million, but the number itself barely scratches the surface. This isn't fast money built on viral moments or fleeting relevance. This is layered wealth, film salaries combined with back-end participation, producing control, endorsement leverage, and long-term positioning. The kind of money that compounds quietly, matures patiently, and lasts beyond the spotlight. And when you examine how he lives, the philosophy becomes unmistakably clear. In 2022, he quietly acquired a newly constructed estate in Encino, California, for more than $12 million. Over 12,000 square feet of carefully designed space, set on half an acre of privacy, built not to impress strangers but to protect peace. This wasn't a house meant for performance. It was a retreat. A towering wooden entry door opens into an environment defined by calm and control. Natural would absorb sound. Stone and marble anchor the space with weight and permanence. Every element serves a purpose. Every line feels intentional. Each bedroom carries its own private bathroom, eliminating compromise entirely. Outside, the property unfolds into a resort-level setting with a pool, outdoor lounges. Reports suggest Jordan invested heavily in security and climate systems, understanding that at this level of life, comfort and privacy are infrastructure, not luxury. Encino represents where he is now. Quiet dominance, no noise, full control. His garage follows the same philosophy. But behind closed doors sits a collection defined by engineering and restraint. An Acura NSX holds personal significance, a childhood dream realized through patience rather than impulse. Hybrid performance, nearly 600 horsepower, and a reminder that progress rewards those who wait. Alongside it sits a Ferrari 812 Superfast, powered by a naturally aspirated V12 producing close to 800 horsepower. Loud, raw, uncompromising. A machine chosen not for comfort, but for what it represents, mastery of performance. A Lamborghini Huracan Evo adds sharp aggression to the collection, while the Lamborghini Urus balances power with practicality, blending supercar DNA into executive luxury. The Range Rover SV Autobiography completes the picture, composed, commanding, and authoritative. Not a vehicle designed to shout, but one built to arrive with presence. The same restraint extends to his watch collection. Rolex Day-Dates, Patek Philippe, Vacheron Constantin, and Piaget pieces selected for craftsmanship, heritage, and longevity. Watches designed to outlive trends, much like the strategy behind his career. When he steps away from work, he doesn't disappear halfway. He disappears completely. Superyachts stretching across open seas, offering privacy, silence, and space. One vacation reportedly involved a yacht costing over $500,000 per week, complete with private cabins, onboard gyms, massage rooms, and uninterrupted ocean views. And perhaps the most revealing part of Michael B. Jordan's life is how little of it is visible. After his public relationship with Lori Harvey ended, he withdrew entirely from spectacle. No rebounds designed for headlines. No interviews feeding drama. No emotional currency spent for engagement. As of 2026, he has no confirmed partner, no children, and no urgency to explain himself. He has said it plainly. Right now, his focus is craft, business, and legacy. Love isn't rushed. Family isn't forced. Everything arrives when it's earned. He isn't trying to be everywhere. He's building something designed to last. Actor, director, producer, future mogul. From Newark to Encino. From auditions to ownership. From talent to total control. This isn't just success. It's power executed quietly. And that's what makes Michael B. Jordan different. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more inside looks into the lifestyles, fame, and legacies behind the world's biggest names. And while you're here, check out our full breakdown of Tiger Woods' journey. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.